Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm going to start off by saying you might hear a bit of a whirring noise in the background. Yeah, don't mind that, I apologize, there's not really much I can do about it, so I'm just going to record this video now with it. But anyway, let's talk about the Psychologist, which I'm a little bit late to, but they've been released on the NAU server for purchase, so yeah, I'm going to talk about them. Now, it's very important to remember that this character is still new, so it's always going to be different, strategies and whatnot that are found for them, counters. Hunters aren't really going to know how to play against them yet. So everything that we speculate right now is obviously not all, like 100% going to hold true, but I feel like for this specific character that it will. Anyway, that out of the way, let's talk about her skills so we're all on the same page here. Her first skill is I guess we'll get the simplest one out of the way first. She has kind of a dash, which she can basically dash to the patient, and only the patient character, and that's about all that does. It's pretty useless, so let's move on to her better skills. Which is going to be, the first one is going to be stress, which it's really good. Basically what it does is it's like a shield kind of. It's like a third, degradable health. Or it's like an extra 50% of health. That if you get hit, that will begin to work in the same way as a barmaid drink, but instead of waiting for it to finish to heal you, it just gradually heals you. So even after a couple of seconds, you can still take another hit, and you will be fine, and that will gradually heal you up to full health. It's very annoying, and even if you still manage to take 3 hits in that time, or if you got really unlucky and got terror shocked over a window or something, then you will be able to even have an extra life once you get up from the chair or get rescued, because it doesn't go away. It's kind of like a discounted mercenary in a way, but without the decoding debuff, so that's something at least to think about. I definitely think this skill alone is going to make her pretty good, but she also has a whistle, which she can use to heal somebody. I believe it's 5 seconds. To do a 5-second heal on somebody, basically globally, so just anybody in the map at any time. The catch is the person receiving that has to stop and stay still for 5 seconds while it goes through, and she takes on the damage she heals for herself, which isn't a big deal if it's, you have that shield. It's not going to do anything to you. If you don't, then, or if you don't, it's the stress, not the shield. I'm gonna just try and call that stress. But if you don't have the stress, then it's still not the biggest deal in the world, because you're not, you've probably already gone for a rescue and stuff, and this is not going to be used as often. I don't think it's going to be very feasible to get this off on somebody while they're hiding. It obviously could happen, because it's not like the time to do it is a long time, but it's unlikely. You'd have to get a full enchantress stun probably, and a pallet in between you, and then probably still even take a hit. Something like that, but I think this will be really useful if someone goes to the rescue, and then, the person that just got rescued is off hiding again. You can now heal the rescuer, so they can potentially go in a second time, or whatever. You can also heal a forward or your harasser on the team, so they can continue to piss off the hunter. So it's definitely going to be a pretty good skill. And I feel like both these skills together are really nice. It's kind of like a mercenary had, merged with a barmaid. and they kind of went together and made a good character. That's what it kind of feels like to me. The random dash mechanic is just stupid, and honestly, I don't know why that's added in there. Because even if they're played together, the patient and the psychologist, the patient is not really that strong. His grappling hook, in my opinion, he doesn't have enough of them to make him strong. But if you do them in, specific spots on specific maps, he can be very good. I wanted to do a video about that, and then I got Chinatown twice, which is a really not great map for him, and then Rage, so yeah. But anyway, I think the Psychologist is going to be the first survivor we've seen in a while to actually be able to challenge some of the top survivors and, just where they are in the meta. Even when we got Prisoner and Gravekeeper, they were good, but they weren't like, they couldn't really hold a candle to their counterparts of, Mercenary and Mechanic. Psychologist actually can come up and rival these characters now. Maybe not Mechanic as much, but she can rival a Mercenary, and you could use her as a rescuer. She can also rival a Seer in a way. Also just a very good character to actually have on the team, because she can kind of do a little bit of everything that's good for survivors. She can decode pretty fine. She can heal from really far distances. She can take hits and patch up mistakes if she makes them. Even though survivors can make enough mistakes, she can get rid of those. Basically, she can contribute to the Cypher Rush. She can also lend support to her team, and she can also rescue, very well on top of that. It's a support character with really good rescue potential. And she's gonna break the meta, everybody. I'm not gonna stretch this out for too long, because no one wants to hear me talk, but, Psychologist is really I think that she's gonna be the new Mercenary, just be, on everybody's team. And this annoys me a lot. And I'm kind of happy for this because, I feel that, the Survivor meta is very stale. We've been, kind of having the same teams for a very long time, with the occasional swap out because the Hunter obviously bans one of those survivors that are really good. And I'm happy in that regard because she's going to be kind of a breath of fresh air, I guess, in the good survivor meta. But on the other hand, I really wish that they would just nerf a bunch of survivors, and I feel survivors are just much more powerful than hunters are currently. So bringing in another powerful survivor kind of just really unfortunate, because now hunters, even if they ban like a Seer or a Mercenary, you have a really good alternative. I mean, you had a good alternative before in like a Perfumer or like a Gravekeeper or something, but now you just kind of have, an everywhere good, the backup character if your main gets banned. It's going to be she's going to be a real pocket pick, I think, for most people. Not really going to come out too often, but definitely going to be something where it's like, okay, what I'm doing is banned, or, I can't play this character, so I'm going to play Psychologist, because it's still going to help out my team a lot. But anyway, thanks for watching, and trying to keep this under 10 minutes. By the way, success on the channel recently over here on YouTube has been actually quite crazy. I think I'm up to like 80 subscribers now. And I did not mean to say subscribers. I have trouble with words sometimes, but yeah. Since I was like at 60, maybe like only a couple months ago, so that's pretty crazy to me. So thanks for that. I don't want to push subscribing, but just, kind of getting close to 100, so it would make me happy. Anyway, go play Identity 5 now, because I've wasted enough of your time, and see ya.